Hey everybody, this is Josh Suth, aka AskJoshy on YouTube, and today I'm bringing you a game between TTOne of Team Fnatic MSI and SUGGY, one of the newest members of Team Root, and this is the first game of the finals of Lickitung's monthly team tournament. He's giving out actually $125 out of his own pocket. I've been saying 100 in all the other videos, but it's actually 125. So whoever wins this, Team Root or Team Fnatic MSI, will get $125 straight out of Lickitung's pocket to split amongst themselves for pizza or new equipment or whatever they choose to spend it on. And we have SUGGY as the yellow Zerg in the top, and TTOne as the red Protoss over on the right side. TTOne's been doing pretty good today. The last game I saw him play, he took out a Zerg player almost no problem on Lost Temple, so let's see if he can repeat his performance against SUGGY. And I'm gonna turn down my volume so I don't hear myself talk. And wow, TT1 dropping his first pylon in kind of a weird spot. Not really sure what that's about. But SUGGY dropping, nope, not dropping gas, just doing the extractor trick, and he's going to send his Overlord across like any Zerg will. Scrap station, you know, close flying spots, a lot of times you'll see Void Rays or even Phoenix Harass against Zerg, and but TT1 really more of an early game player. I haven't seen him reach a macro battle yet. It's always been 2-3 gateways, 4 gateways, or 2 gateway robo facility. He's really pretty much straight up ground so far this tournament. And SUGGY, I mean, I know he wins a lot on the ladder, but I'm not really too familiar with his play style. He is going to drop a spawning pool at about, what was that, 14? Yep, 14 pool. Saving up some minerals now, probably going to be taking that hatch soon. And TT1's probe is going to reach this side of the map. And the drone is moving out to go expand. TT1 is not going to be able to block it if SUGGY gets it down right this second, and he does. So poor timing for TT1, not going to be able to block that expansion at all. And SUGGY is rearing to go, just droning up heavily while he gets his spawning pool and natural expansion down. But TT1 has his first gateway down. He's got a cybernetics core warping in / building and 1 gas. Again, not too sure why he put the pylon way the hell over here, but he would know better than I. SUGGY's hatchery coming along fine. Where'd that probe go? He must have been killed. Did Zergling get him? Did you get him? No, he didn't get him. Okay, so... oh, the probe actually escaped, of course. He's all the way back at the Zelnaga watchtower. He's just gonna run on home. Another gateway coming in for TT1, and that does not surprise me. Like I said, TT1 a big fan of ground armies, so he's not going to be waiting around for a Stargate or just a fast robo. He's going to try and get lots of gateways, lots of ground units, and just overpower his opponent. He likes playing 1 base also. The last game he did not expand. The game before that he did not expand, so would be actually surprised to see a Nexus come down in this one. SUGGY just running around, no Roach Warren, no Baneling Nest, so it looks like he's just going to be waiting and biding his time until he can get that lair started. You know, staying on top of his Queen energy, dropping a creep tumor there, getting that highway between the main and the natural is very important as a Zerg player. And these, you know, this natural is actually kind of far from the main compared to maps like Blistering Sands. Desert Oasis, of course, is like 50 miles apart, but no one plays Desert Oasis in tournaments, so it doesn't really matter. And anyway, 3 Zealots ready for TT1, not really doing much right yet. No tech switches or anything, you know, warp gates researching just like always. Still on 1 gas for both players. Zergling speed now coming in for SUGGY, and an evolution chamber, so he's going to be going power lings, speed and +1 melee attack upgrade, probably just massing them for a while. But one thing that I like to see with the power lings is a Baneling Nest. I mean, it just gives you so much more option of stuff you can do with your powerful lings. Like, never mind that they're super fast and super strong, but when you have Banelings that can just explode and take out Zealots without even having to hit them, really. That's always fun. And, of course, sentries are very good against Zerglings because Force Field can basically trap them away from the rest of their army and just get slaughtered. A few Zerglings by themselves will be destroyed by anything, but you know, the large sea of Zerglings is really where they get their power. And a bunch of fast upgraded Zerglings would be really hard to handle, but if you had maybe even 3, 4, 5 Banelings in there, it just makes it infinitely more powerful. And you know, he still hasn't used his gas for anything except for this, you know, melee upgrade for the Zerg, and then he pulled his drones actually off of gas. So he's investing pretty heavily in this. He's got 2 queens on 2 hatch, just, you know, spamming Zerglings right now, and TTOne actually doing the right thing, luckily getting, you know, the perfect unit comp to try and battle against this. If he can pin a bunch of Zerglings into force fields, the Zealots will just run in and wreck them. So, you know, 4th gateway now coming in for TTOne. Like I said, he loves the heavy ground, and it's really a great response to seeing the speedlings that he just saw. All these spine crawlers, wow, 3 spine crawlers moving around here in the shadow, and he's using his queen to cover creep tumors. Does he have 3 queens? He does have 3 queens. He's got 1 just on duty for creep tumors. That's, you know, nice idea. And if any void rays happen to come, he's got 3 queens to act as anti-air. But, you know, TT1, oh, I thought he was going to be ballsy and try and take this high yield, but instead he's just going to block SUGGY from doing it with a little pylon there. And he's got a Zergling running around this natural expansion, getting a look. How many probes are there? This sentry is just going to come dispatch him very shortly. There he goes. And TT1 going to pull up units. 8 Zealots, 5 sentries versus 31 Zerglings. 2 Stalkers now. Lair coming up finally for SUGGY. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes for mutas with this short fly distance, or if he goes the safer, more typical force to go along with your Lings, the Hydralisks. Still actually kind of upset that we haven't seen a Baneling nest. I really do love Banelings. I'm a Zerg player myself, and I try to work them in